learn how to balance just by turning the handlebars side to side, and we kind of rock the bike to make the bike stand still. It takes quite a long time to practice this and learn it, and then once we'd learned how to go and do a wheelie, and we did that really slow until we could just hop on the back tyre and keep our balance. And if we do these hops whilst dropping our right shoulder, turns the bike around. And if we do it whilst dropping our left shoulder, turns the bike the other way. And after years of practice, we'll get really, really close to people and scare them and touch their hat. Just like that. He got scared. I knocked his hat off his head. So that's what it's all about. That's what the basics are about. Give us a little round of applause for the basics. So we have to learn
because he's really
trick.
confident from practicing on the ground, it means he can go to a more dangerous place and make it look very easy. So he's basically just balancing on the spot, and obviously if he fell off now it would hurt a lot more. So he needs to make sure that he's very, very comfortable at balancing on his bike. And then he'll get on the back tyre and he'll do the same little hops, always in control, always knowing where the bike is. And he's very happy to be up there and makes it look very, very easy. So as he drops back down, give him a round of applause for that. Okay, so every time we move the bike, all we're really doing is throwing our weight in a certain direction and pulling the bike with us. So I'm going to try and climb this ramp here, which is very slippy and very tricky. Hopefully I'll be able to inch my way up to the top as it tries to push me back down. If I can make it to the top, give us a little cheer. Here we go. See if it works. It's a surprisingly steep hill, this. And I'm going to try and come down a little bit more difficult by coming on my back tyre down these little rungs very quickly and then hopefully stopping before I kill any children. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Hopefully safe and sound. I don't have to try too hard, I don't have to put a lot of effort in. But Brett's going to climb back up now, so gravity's trying to pull him back down the slope, and he can't push the pedals to get any movement. He's got to just use the spring in his tyres and perfect technique to hopefully throw himself up each level. This is very difficult to do, so if he can make it to the top, give him a cheer once again. Here he goes. And then he'll pop himself over to this 4-foot high platform, which is quite tricky in itself. This bridges the gap and then gaps across and sets himself up to drop down from 4 feet high. He's got nothing suspension or springs or anything like that. Let's see if he can land nice and clean. Competition bike. So he's got no seat. It's very long, it's all carbon fibre and stuff. It's a very clever bike, but it doesn't actually help him jump. All it does is give him lots of room to move around. So he'll get on his back tyre and he uses the length of the bike to pull his arms and his legs to throw his weight in the air. So he'll go very tall for a split second, and if he hasn't got a seat on the bike, he can pop the bike up underneath him and make a Okay, we'll go up 5 inches now, which gets us to 36 inches. It's quite a big hop. This is where the bunny hop comp starts. So we both have to clear the same height, and then we can move up higher. So if we can land it without knocking the bar off, give us a nice cheer. Let's see if this one works. Struggle too much. Let's see if we can. 36 inches first time, fingers crossed. Okay, we'll go up 3 more inches. The world record of this, on these types of bikes, is actually 46 inches, so we're 6 inches off the world record at the minute. This is where it gets difficult, so if we make it, give us a big cheer. Let's see if this one works. And if Brett can get it, then it means you're going to go up higher and higher. Hopefully get close to that world record, so let's see if we can. If he does make it once again, make some noise for him. Okay, so we'll go 3 more inches. Higher than the trailer, and that split second get up there. So, let's see if we can get this one first time. Fingers crossed, here we go.
And if Brett can get this one, it means we're on track to go for that world record. So if you can, make some noise from it. It's a big old hop, it's a big old effort. This is where we really have to concentrate. Let's see if this one works. What is it? It's not 43, is it? It's 45. I do apologise. Is it 45? Yeah? It's hard to remember everything when you're talking about it. Okay, 45 inches, first time, let's see if it works. Here we go. So if I can get this one now, we'll definitely be going for that world record. If he knocks it off, I've won. So feel free to put him off. We'll see if we can get it. But if you can't make it, make some noise because it's a big old bunny. Okay, let's... That'll be your turn. Okay, so if Brett can get this one, it'll be the first time this year that we both managed to break the record in the same show. So it's a big old leap. There's a lot of pressure. Let's see if we can get right behind Brett as well. Brett. Here he goes. If we can make it first time, give him a big cheer. Well, we'd love to jump higher for you, but we've run out of bar to jump over. So thank you very much. I think we'll call that a draw. There's no losers here today, so give us a big round of applause for the draw. Jump onto the platform, because it's kind of, you can shift your weight onto it instead of having to jump all the way over. But it's still just as much effort as trying to get that world record. So let's see if we can get up here. If you can, then put your hands together for him. It's very tricky to do. He's the only lad on the team that does it. Let's see if we can make it look effortless. Just like every other trick we do. And as he comes up to the top of the trailer now, this is over 7 feet high, so he's got to get everything very accurate, very clean. And he's got no suspension on his bike, so he can't just pedal off here and hope for the best. You know when you roll off a curb and you're sitting down, you feel the force of the curb and stuff? It's really uncomfortable, because all you're doing is just riding off. Brett's practiced for over 10 years here to be able to jump off, so it's a real game of technique and balance and control and experience. So please don't go home and ride off your garage and hope for the best, because it doesn't work. So Brett's going to get on his back tyre and he's going to land down, and all you'll hear is the squeak of his brakes. We'll keep quiet for him so you can hear just how clever he is at falling, basically. So he's going to drop down. Just listen out for how smooth he lands, and all you'll hear is a little squeak of his brakes, and then give him a round of applause for doing it nice and smooth. So here he goes, on the back tyre, does little hops to get his balance, and then he moves his weight backwards so he can push the bike down just nice and gently. And he makes it look very effortless. So I'm going to pop up to the trailer as well, but instead of coming down just straight, I wasn't expecting that. Instead of just coming down straight, I'm going to try and do a 360 through the air and land, hopefully facing the same way that I took off. So let's get up here first. So if you've never seen a 360 before, I'm just going to jump off and spin through the air all the way around, and then hopefully land and roll away on my tyres. So it's a bit tricky, a bit difficult. And I don't like to talk while I'm doing it, so it'd be great if everyone could join in with a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the challenge here is to see if we can get Joseph to flinch, basically. So you've got to stay very still, just don't move and you should be fine. But my challenge is to make you flinch, okay? So we'll just roll in here and have a line up for a trick. Let's touch it. Maybe put your arms down by your side. Let's smash in. And just pop over your first of all. Just don't move the muscle, it shouldn't hurt. No flinching yet. Let's see if we can get him a little bit less relaxed. Bit more. Bit wide. Bit shy. Bit more. Bit more. I'm just going to go for one. Just stay very still, yeah? Very still. I'm not flinching. Well, there's definitely nothing else I can do to make it flinch, so let's make some noise for Joseph. Well done, mate. Definitely won. You beat me. You're welcome to go back to safe boundaries. Let's hear it for Joseph as he leaves today. And James here. We're just going to get Brett to get himself ready on top. And then we'll tell James where he needs to sit. And then we'll give Brett a little challenge here. Let's see. Okay, so Brett's on top. Remember, he's 7 feet high. He can't just pedal off. He's really got to think about how he jumps. We're going to get James to sit on the floor if you don't mind, mate. Sorry, I know you're impeccably dressed. Yeah? It's not too far. Oh, okay. So if you wouldn't mind just leaning back on your hands, kind of nice and far back, and then look up. That means your head's out of the way, you can keep that. So you just need to look at Brett, yeah? Now open your legs as wide as you can. A bit wider. 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 Good. Okay, so remember we all have to listen in so we know what's happening, because we don't want your attention going anywhere and you starting to wander about and things like that. So Brett's going to jump off 7 feet high. He's really got to think about how he lands, how he kind of soaks up all the force of hitting the ground. He's going to hop to the edge just like before, but this time he's going to get his back tire here, which is 2 inches wide. He's going to aim it on top of this 2-inch wide coffee cup. And we're just going to place it here for James. But this way, just make sure it's in the right place. In a bit, in a touch. Right. A bit more. Closer. Focusing more. He's feeling confident today. This coffee works. More, he's saying he wants it closer. Another inch, just a little bit more, don't panic. Do you want to see where it is right now? How does that feel? Yeah? Okay. So as long as you stay still, mate, this usually works, you should be fine. Okay? You happy? Yes. Yes. Okay. So Brett's going to jump off the top. If he can hit that cup first time, give him a big cheer. If he misses, give James a big cheer. Let's see who gets the biggest cheer. No matter what happens now, it's very entertaining. You know? It's going to be brilliant. You'll talk about this all day. Happy? So this is the final trick of the show. Let's one last time get behind both these guys. And if Brett can hit that cup first time, make some noise. And a big cheer for James and Brett. That went surprisingly well. Well done, James. Definitely the greatest man of the show, James and Joseph. Okay, so we've got like 4 minutes for any questions that people might have. So if you've got a question